cardiologist. Wonderful man. Nice enough to join us every Wednesdays. He's a cardiologist with SLU Care and SSM Health SLU Hospital. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
You found a new study to talk about.
Oh, always got new stuff to talk about.
What's this study out of the University of California?
So what they were looking at is how can city planning and different decisions made by cities and regions influence the health of that region. And the short version is there's a significant impact that can be made if you do things to encourage non-automobile traffic and encourage walking, jogging, riding bikes, and putting that infrastructure in place. You can dramatically decrease the projected rates of diabetes and heart disease within that region.
It says, doctor, that it could drop diabetes and heart disease by up to 15%.
Yep. That's a pretty good number, isn't it?
That's a lot of people.
So what we're talking about is, behind us we got these highways, and we spend all this money on highways and increasing the number of lanes so that we can get from point A to point B faster.
Right.
But also behind us we have that MetroLink thing, and the county and the region just invested to put in more money to try to figure out where should they expand that. And so maybe in our region the things we should be thinking about is using things like MetroLink, public transportation, to get you from point A to point B, but not directly. You can walk to the MetroLink station. You can walk from the MetroLink station to where you're going.
Right.
And that improves overall physical activity of the region.
And you can also ride your bike there, too.
Well, what we don't have is those kiosks that exist in some other cities. So in a few weeks, I'll be in Washington, D.C. On the sidewalks, they'll have a vending machine for a bike.
Right.
And you can go and put your credit card in, and you can rent a bike for a period of an hour or something, and you can use that bike to get around town.
Yeah.
And that also promotes physical activity.
They have that in New York. They're called the city bikes or whatever. And I rented one and rode the bike over the Brooklyn Bridge, had lunch in Brooklyn, and then rode back on the Brooklyn Bridge. This is the most fun I've ever had.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
So these things are sort of, you give people reasons to be physically active and give people reasons to not sit on their heinies in their car.
Yeah.
Right?
Though I do sit on the Great Rivers Greenway Board, which is taxpayer funded,
Absolutely.
voted for and funded to help with the arch grounds, but also to build bike paths in the region. I've been on there, a year and a half, 2 years now. And I got to tell you that I had no idea how hard it is to build a bike path. You would think. Well, just put some concrete down. Put a little something down in the red. I mean, you've got right of ways and easements and gas and water and electric and roads and who owns it and what happens if someone falls and who's cleaning it up and who's maintaining it. It is amazing what you have to do. And the infrastructure that and how many hands it touches to build 1 mile of a bike lane.
However, since we do have which is a regional gem, I think.
Yes.
I think the other thing that we should do is try to encourage more people to use it. I think that's a phenomenal piece of infrastructure for our region to get people to walk, jog, bike,
right.
and just get out and be active. Even if it's just on Saturdays and Sundays. This weekend's supposed to be gorgeous.
Right.
You would hope, being on that board, that place would be packed.
Yeah. Well, it's actually, they are packed, and the ridership is through the roof.
Right.
And the more they build, the more it is, and the connections to the Katy Trail and this trail and that trail. A couple weeks ago, I rode my bike from 40 and 94 on the Katy Trail down to a Defiance. It was about an 8-9 mile ride.
Great.
Had lunch there and rode it back. It was really a lot of fun. And I'm no exercise guru or anything.
Yeah, but if you think about, you don't have to be an exercise guru, and the concept shouldn't have to be that the bar is up here way, way, way high. It's like, well, I'm not going to be able to do that,
right.
And so forget it. Throw it all out. Activity is good, and physical activity is good, and this is really what the human body is supposed to do. And when you use the body appropriately, we believe that it uses its own defense mechanisms to stay away from these bad diseases. Blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, that we don't need to have them.
Dr. Michael Lim, who has spent your life fighting for these things. Cardiologist with Slew Care and SSM Health. Thanks for checking in.
Thanks, McGraw. Take care.
824 here, Big 550, KTR.